Hello, and welcome to Bottleship with our friends the Jifflings. If you enjoy the show, please leave a review and share the podcast with your friends. And you can email us at thejifflings@gmail.com. And stay tuned to the end of the show when the Jifflings will read out some of your reviews. And now it's time for today's episode, the Koalas Marble. In your world, things are important. But what about the things that aren't important anymore? Well, sometimes those things end up here, in the magical land of Dilstonia, where little creatures called the Jifflings live on their little Jiffling ship. They find these things that we throw away and fish them out of their sea so they can recycle them and put them to good use once again. And here they are now, ready to work. Eccentric young pumpkin.
Ooh, I'm ever so excited.
The hedge, who was a very lazy Jiffling.
Like, hey man, is it time for bed yet?
Miss Katy, who loves fixing things and dressing up. Sometimes I like both together. Albert, the ship's gardener.
Hey, who's been into me cabbage patch like?
And Friedeline, a very sensible Jiffling who looks after everybody on the ship.
Yeah, that is correct. Oh.
Today on the ship, the Jifflings are putting on a make-believe play. They've been working very hard on their script, and now everyone is ready, all dressed in their special costumes.
Yeah.
Miss Katy was first, leaping onto the stage excitedly. I play Lady Olivia Shimmer style, and everything I touch turns into ice cream. Oh well, be careful you don't touch young pumpkin then, because if you do, Hedge might try to eat him.
Yeah.
And here comes young pumpkin now. And doesn't he look interesting?
Ooh, I'm wearing a dinosaur mask and a fireman's outfit because my character, Flamosaurus, is a dinosaur fireman.
Gosh, Pumpkin, that seems very fun. I wonder what characters the other Jifflings will be playing.
Well, my character is the bright, shiny robot who can fly very high. And also, she eats all the washing up. Ha! Tasty and clean. And I am like a totally cool skateboard dude called Dr. Zoomies, who can whiz around at mucho miles an hour, man.
So everyone took their places on stage, except for Albert.
Hey.
He was wearing a colourful little wizard's cloak, but it was pulled up so high it was hiding his little Jiffling face. Albert, you need to be on stage too. You've got one of the first lines.
Oh yes, Albert. You're the super enchanted wizard Gary Potter, who gives everyone their special powers.
Oh, that does sound exciting. But Albert still didn't look ready to begin.
But it's a bit scary being on stage. Maybe you could just do a run-through without me this time. But look at Jeffrey, man. He wants to see all the Jifflings perform together.
Oh yes, here's Geoffrey, your pet mouse, taking his seat in the audience, ready to watch. So before Albert could protest, Miss Katy began her lines, nice and loudly. And action! I am Lady Olivia. If only I had special magical powers.
Hello, the Olive Lady. I am the squeaky robot. If only there was a wizzy wizard who could make me fly high in the sky.
Then everybody looked at Albert. He looked down at his feet.
Well, maybe maybe I might be a wizard. Maybe.
Everybody stopped and jiffled to the edge of the stage.
What's the matter, Albert, man? Well, it's just being an actor is very big and loud, and I'm just too quiet and shy for all that. You don't have to be big and loud, Herr Albert. You can still join in and have fun.
Oh, poor Albert. It's true there are louder GIFs than you, but everyone always wants you to feel included. For now, though, the play will have to wait, because that sound means an object which has been lost or thrown away on Earth has been caught in your net, and it will take every single GIF to help pull it in. The object landed on deck with a congle. It was perfectly round and made of glass, with a lovely pattern inside.
Woo! I think that's a cloud catcher. That a very clever weatherman has caught a pretty cloud in.
But then Miss Katy stepped forwards, for she knew just what the object was. She do-si-doed up onto the story seat, and then she began her tale. This is the Koalas Marble, and my old laundrette owner, Mrs. Mangle, told me all about it. Once upon a time, there was a big volleyball championship just for animals. It took place in the Australian bush, which is like a huge forest where all sorts of animals live, like bouncy kangaroos and tiny little lizards, and also a quiet, shy koala called Kylie. This volleyball looks like lots of fun, but I'm far too quiet to join in. And because Kylie was such a quiet little koala, when everyone else was running around playing loud, shouty volleyball, she would go off on her own and play with her favourite special marble, so she didn't feel lonely whilst everyone else enjoyed the game. Oh, marbles! Yay! Well, one day, as Kylie was rolling around her colourful little marble, the referee blew his whistle and everyone began a very big, noisy game of volleyball. Everybody jumped about and shouted and screamed and made lots and lots of noise as they whacked the ball around excitedly.
Caw! Ding-a-doodle! What a shot there, Harold! Right back at you, Madge! Ha!
But just then, in the middle of all the big, noisy excitement, Harold the anteater whacked the ball so hard it flew right up into a nearby tree and got stuck way up in the branches.
Clap, clap! Well done, Harold! How are we going to play our game now, you great silly Galapagos?
Then Harold looked around and saw Kylie, the quiet koala, playing with her marble, and he had an idea.
Hey there, Kylie. How would you like to join in with our game there, mate?
Well, it does look like fun, but I don't think it's for me. I'm just too shy for all that big, loud excitement.
That's okay, mate. You don't have to be big and noisy to join in. You see, our ball is stuck right up in that tree, and koalas are the best at climbing trees, so maybe you could climb up there and help get our ball back.
So Kylie climbed easily up the tree and she grabbed the ball in her little paws. "Ready?" she whispered. And then Kylie whacked the ball down onto the court in a perfect volleyball serve.
Oh, ding-a-doodle! What a shot there, Kylie!
So the game continued with all the animals jumping around and having lots of fun. And instead of climbing down, Kylie stayed in the tree, and every time the ball came flying up in the air, she would whack it back down to her teammates. And pretty soon, Kylie found she was enjoying herself so much she forgot all about her marble, because now she realised she could still join in and have fun, even if she wasn't quite as loud and bold as some of her friends.
And now the Koalas Marble is here. Maybe we can roll it into the kitchen and it can clang the dinner gong.
Well, maybe, Hedge. But then Albert stepped forwards.
Right.
for he had a charming idea.
Well, why don't I use the marble as a wizard's crystal ball in our play? That way I can still join in and have fun, even if I am the quietest little Jiffling. Yay! Yeah!
And so that's just what happened. All the Jiffs rolled the marble up on stage, and it made a wonderful crystal ball for a slightly quieter but still very magical wizard.
Aye.
And after a wonderful performance, which Geoffrey enjoyed a lot, the Jifflings packed away their dressy-up clothes, ate a special supper treat of magical donuts and ice cream, and then it was time for bed. Good night, young pumpkin.
Good night.
Good night, Albert.
Hey, I'll see you in the morning, like.
Good night, Friedeline.
And it is a good night. Yeah.
Good night, Miss Katy. Night-night. Good night, Hedge. Hedge? Oh, I think the hedge is asleep already. And goodbye to you too, wherever you are. Maybe next time you see a thing that you might throw away, you'll stop and see if you can use it again, just like our friends the Jifflings. And maybe the thing you use again will have a story to tell too. Goodbye. Thank you for listening to Bottleship. For all the parents listening, if you'd like to, you can donate to the show at patreon.com/Bottleship. And as a thank you, we'll send your child a personalised audio message from the Jifflings. And for all the children listening, if you enjoyed the show, please leave a review and share the podcast with your friends. We've had some lovely reviews this week, haven't we, Jifflings? That's right, like this one from England. It says, "Hi, I'm Isla from Liverpool in England. I'm 9 years old and I love all the Jifflings, especially Miss Katy."
Oh, thank you very much, Isla. What a special review. Aye, and we've had this review too, from Alaska. It says, "My name is Michael. I am 6. I live in Cordova, Alaska. I love your podcast. Please keep it going. My favourite episodes are The Clown's Nose and The Cheerleader's Pom-Pom. My favourite characters are Young Pumpkin and Albert." Oh, like, hey there, Michael. Thank you for a perfect review, man.
Thank you very much, Michael. And we got this very special email too. It says, "I love you, Jifflings. My name is Peyton, and Declan is my little brother, who is 1. I'm 4 years old, and I'm turning 5 in 3 weeks. I like to listen to Bottleship every night. My favourite Jiffling is Miss Katy and Young Pumpkin. I love your episodes. My favourite episode is the turkey's basketball. Bye."
Woo! Thank you, Peyton. We just want to wish you a very special Jifflings happy birthday from everyone here in Dilstonia.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday, Peyton. And if anyone would like to send us an email, please send it to thejifflings@gmail.com. Also, if you like listening to stories, why not check out our sister podcast, Storytime, for children of all ages. Thanks again, and we'll bring you more exciting adventures with our friends the Jifflings very soon. Goodbye.